Okay, so believe it or not, we're now already done with the whole chapter 22, or as we call it in this textbook, module 22. So that means it's time for an assessment. Yay. Okay, so not to worry, I'm going to go ahead and share this page on Google Classroom, and this is your textbook, and it basically shows you what you need to study from lesson 22.1. When rolling two fair number cubes, what is the probability that the sum of the two cubes will not be even or prime? And look, it shows you how to work everything. And so that's really awesome, right? And then here's some exercises that you can work on. And then you don't have to worry about this one if you can't figure it out. Don't worry too much. And then ready to go on, it will be a good idea for you to be able to solve all of these questions. But most importantly, you see the assessment readiness? Okay, so this would be the most important thing. You see how there's about 4 questions? Well, not about, exactly 4 questions right here. So maybe your assessment that you need to pass would only be 4 or 5 questions, right? So it's really important that you answer all these. I will go ahead and share the correct answer with you in class, but not right now, okay? So I just wanted to show you that you have to study this page, and I just wanted to let you know that it's really important that you solve every single question in this page where it says assessment readiness in order for you to be ready for your assessment, okay? That's kind of obvious. Okay, so then let's just talk about a few things, okay? So some of the key things that you are supposed to know in this section was some things like, oh, okay, what is this exclamation mark? I'm using the wrong pen. Okay, so what is this exclamation mark? Okay, well, that is called a factorial. And what that means is you multiply starting from that number all the way down. So for example, if you have 8 factorial, then that means you start from 8 and go all the way down. Okay, so when do we use a factorial? We use this when we try and figure out how many different ways we're going to say how many different ways are we going to put 7 dolls in different order. Okay, so it's like putting dolls, putting 7 dolls in different ways. Okay, so it's like kind of like having 7 dolls, and how should I put it, to make it look different. Obviously over here order does matter, right? Because the fact that the bunny is sitting next to the froggy is going to be a huge difference. Okay, so I obviously don't, oh, I think I drew the froggy right. Anyhow, so 7 dolls, okay. And then the next thing that you have to know is obviously the difference between a permutation and a combination. Just keep in mind that for permutations, order is important. Like for example, who's gonna win the gold medal, the silver medal, and the bronze medal? Order is important because it does matter to me whether I win a gold or a bronze medal. I definitely want the gold, not the bronze, okay? Combination is like when you're rearranging flowers in a vase, okay? Obviously, it doesn't really matter in what order you put the flowers because it's all in a vase. So in that situation, we'll use combination. Or for example, like Miss Choi is selecting random students to go on a field trip. The order doesn't matter because whether you are selected first or whether you are selected last, you're still going to the field trip. It doesn't really matter, right? Now, of course, you can argue that, whether Miss Choi, whether you win a gold, bronze, or silver medal, it doesn't matter because you just win a medal. But I think you see the point here, okay? Let's not try and be too smart. Okay, so then Now, there's of course different formulas that you can use for permutation and combination. And so I'm going to continue on with the chart here. Permutation, combination. And so we use a big C for combination, and we use a big P for permutation, obviously, right? So let's say out of 8 athletes, out of 8 swimmers, only 3 are going to win the medal, obviously, right? Out of 8 athletes, only 3 wins medal. So then in how many different ways can we have these 3 people win the medal? That's how we use the permutation like this. Combination is like, for example, 3 people out of how many students? Out of, I don't know, let's pick something small. Because if I say out of 36, that's a big number that we have to calculate. We'll say out of 10 students, 4 students get to go to Magic Mountain with Miss Choi. Okay, so then in this case, okay, we'll use combination. So out of 10 students, only 4 can go. Okay, so then it's like, how are you going to calculate this now? Well, if you remember the formula, of course, we don't want to just try and remember the formula. We want to know how, draw out all the possibilities and all that stuff. But, since we're at the review section, we'll just go straight into the formula. So it will be 8 factorial. That would be the number over here, over 8 minus 3 factorial. Okay, what that means is you're gonna go 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 2 times 2 times 1 over 8 minus 3 is 5, so that's 5 factorial. So you go 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1, and then we know that we can cancel 5 4 3 2 1 because they're the same. So your answer will be 8 times 7 times 6, which should be 856 times 6, 336. Okay, and then over here, out of 10 students, 4 students. Okay, for the combinations, remember how you did it is 10 factorial, and then it's supposed to be, remember this number right here, you put 4 factorial over here. Okay, and then you go 10 minus 4 factorial. This is exactly like permutations, but then we have to divide it once again by 4 factorial, because since the order doesn't matter, it's just kind of like repeating itself, right? I hope you remember this from our lesson. So then if we were to work this out, it's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And don't forget, we're multiplying everything. And now, of course, here's 4 factorial. So you go 4, 3, 2, 1 times. And then 10 minus 4 is 6. So it's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And, of course, we're going to cancel or simplify all of these. And then, let's see, 4 times 2 is 8. And there's 8 on top, right? And let's see, 3 goes into 9. 3 times. Okay, so now you're going to have 10 times 3 times 7, and that's gonna be your answer. In how many different ways? Okay, 10 times 3 is 30, 30 times 7 is 210. So I hope that you can see the difference between the permutation and the combination, okay? And so this is the most basic thing that you have to understand for the test, because I noticed that a lot of you don't understand the difference between a permutation and a combination, okay? But this is obviously the most basic stuff in order for you to solve at least one question correctly, right? But on top of that, you still have to do more things, okay? So in order for you to fully understand what it is you need to do to prepare for this module, please make sure you go back and solve all the homework questions. And in class, of course, I'm going to go ahead and hand out the answers so that way all your efforts will not be lost. Okay, so happy studying. I hope you have a clear understanding of Module 22. All right? If you have any questions, you know what to do. Have a great day.